I'm currently unranked in Fortnite Reload and I'm speedrunning all the way to the highest rank. Unreal. But this time it's early in the reload season and there's a new map, so the competition will be way harder than normal, so I'm on the best gaming setup I have. I'm playing on 240 FPS on my 4090 gaming PC with my Scuff Vision Pro controller, making this one of the craziest and most challenging reload speedruns I've ever done. I was getting huge clutch wins, fighting basically pros every game and hitting insane clips. And videos like this take me forever to make, so help me out by liking the video and especially watching until the end. So first game, I'm starting off unranked, but I was in Unreal rank last season, which should help me get a high placement. But this lobby still might be kind of hard because we're so early into the season, and as I rank up, these lobbies will definitely get even harder. That was one of my best placement games maybe ever, because my aim and builds are already feeling good, which usually doesn't happen for a few games. So getting placed in platinum is cool because I get to skip all of those early ranks. And I'm already down to 0 reboots left in just my second game, as that dude just walked through my floor. But I knew I couldn't lose in just my second game. I got lucky there, getting the win with just 1 HP in, let's see. Okay, a big chunk of Platinum 1. So now that I know these players aren't as bad as I thought, I have to lock in. That's 3 dubs in a row, and that should... Yep, into Platinum 2 and all the way to 69%. So now back on the Slurp Rush map, which honestly I don't like that much. I can still win on this map though, and that should send me into Platinum 3, all the way up to 50%, so I'm basically one more win away from hitting diamond. And I'm hot drop landing again this game, and now I have almost 0 ping, which is because I forgot to turn on exit lag when I started playing. I turn on exit lag every time I play ranked because it usually lowers my ping from like 35 all the way down to around 15, which makes my gameplay way smoother. And because I always use exit lag, they're sponsoring this quick game. Basically, they have all this AI and server technology, but the gist of it is instead of your connection like zigzagging and taking longer to reach the server, exit lag finds straighter paths that are faster. This can benefit literally everyone, and even most pros use it, especially because it takes like 5 seconds to turn on and start working. It's so easy to use and it's super effective. And they're running a big sale to get 6 months for completely free if you subscribe for an annual plan. I literally just bought one last month because it's cheaper than paying for it monthly, and again, I use exit lag every single time I play, so it's really good, and the link to download it is in the description. And now every time I get a wall first try, just know that I have a little help from exit lag. I sold on what could have been the coolest clutch play with that mammoth shot, but I had no mats and no way to get down, so I guess my first loss of this speedrun is a 2nd place finish, which isn't that bad, and I still hit diamond, which now these players are going to be even sweatier. And that'll give me a chunk out of Diamond 1. I think out of 6 games, I've won 5 of them and got 2nd place in 1, so not a bad start. Bro, and I jinxed it because that's my first time selling. It happens though, and I still get a little bit of forward progress for it, but I have to make sure I'm locked in now. And I was locked in that game, playing well, but that guy's mammoth was also locked in to my head. So Diamond 2 now, slowly climbing my way up the ranks as these games continue to get harder. Clutch win there, really needed that, and let's see. Up to 76% of Diamond 2. Now my builds and fighting are really picking up, and I give all of my credit here to my practice map. I use it every day to either just free build or 1v1 good players on, and it has all the reload guns plus the regular BR guns so you can practice, and there's some other cool features too. Like it has hubs that show off pro settings, it has custom music and backgrounds, custom crosshairs, of all of that. So if you want a zero delay map to practice your builds in 1v1 and to get a lot better, that'd be awesome if you use this one. It helps me out, plus it's just a great map. Somehow I snuck out with the win there, and now Diamond 3. I've played pretty good so far, but now I'm gonna start getting matched up against elite, champion, and possibly even unreal players, so this just got a lot harder. That was almost bad, but I still came out with the win, taking a chunk out of Diamond 3. And now, being in lobby with so many good players, I'm playing a lot more passive. So only 14% for a third place because I had literally 2 kills, and I realized to win, I was going to need to be slightly more aggressive. Getting back in the win column there, and that should put me into elite, and let's see how far. 32%, not bad. Back-to-back wins in Diamond 3 and then Elite is a really good sign. 16% for a win is kind of bad, but it's because early in the season, it's always harder to rank up. Oh, how did he see me, bro? Honestly, second place there while not even having a shotgun isn't too bad. I could have easily won that though, but I still got 15% for it, which I got 16% for a win, so I guess it's not that different. I do prefer winning though. That was a super good clutch, giving me another elite win in, let's see, still only 17%. That's fine for now, but I know that means ranking up in champion is going to be so hard. Back-to-back wins to close out elite rank is huge. That gives me a lot of confidence going into champion. So at just 20%, I need to make sure I'm still locked in. These are now the sweatiest players in all of ranked. And that's what you have to deal with. We had a max pull zone and I still get keyed in zone and then third partied by another player keying into zone. None of us can win this game now because of their dumb play, so great job to those guys. I'm really gonna need some patience to get through champion now. That guy was wiping the lobby with his minigun, so to win that game is huge. And let's see, 11%. A whole win in champion rank reload is only 11%, and that's what I was afraid of. Unfortunately, the only thing you can do when your progress is low is try to chip away at the progress little by little. And an Unreal ranked sweat was hiding in the bush. That's the type of passionate players I'm up against here. And 4 of the 5 players I fought that game were also already in Unreal. These lobbies are getting crazy hard. And of course, I get shockwaved and dropped into a different random player's box. Things like this happen so often in Reload that especially against good lobbies like this, it's just way easier to play passive and basically try to not fight much until endgame. Still winning after getting shockwaved in the zone was pretty cool, but 10% for a win is not cool. It's probably because I don't have many elims because of my play strategy right now, but I'll take it. I just need to keep slowly chipping away little by little and make sure I don't lose any progress. That guy's reflexes were ready with that grapple play back in his zone. I was not expecting that. So back-to-back champion rank wins and a whole 9% this time. The progress just keeps getting worse and worse, but all I can control is to make sure I keep winning. It happens, but after how slow my progress has been, I was not happy about that. So 74%, and I'm getting super close to hitting it, but I've been playing for over 9 hours now, so I was really getting frustrated.
No way, bro.
Once again, luck was not going my way. That guy was one single AR shot, and despite me shooting multiple shots lined up perfectly, somehow they don't hit. And now instead of gaining 10% for a win, I only gain 4% for a second place. But to play well now and make sure I don't lose rank, I have to clear that from my mind and lock in. That clutch shot to get another champion win is just what I needed, and yet another 9% gain for that is gross, but it's putting me so close to hitting Unreal.
Bro, are we serious?
I was shambles for so long, I'm honestly impressed I even made it to 4th place, and that puts me at 97%. I was also crashing out on this guy for pushing me when I had a max pull zone, but here we go. My reaction speaks for itself. I've literally never seen it stop at 99%. So with just 1% left to hit Unreal, the only thing I can't do is die early. I had no mats, but it doesn't even matter because that's Unreal. If you appreciate my grind, drop a like for that. Click here to watch 23 Fortnite tips I wish I knew sooner, or click here to see my controller settings. As always, thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it all the way here to the end. I really appreciate you.